This is a really long video of the entire process of building this shooter's bench. So you can fast forward through it because I didn't do any editing. I just turned the camera on and let it record. So here's building the bench. Building a new bench for the backyard out of scrap. So I came up with some 2x12, and so this is just going to take 3 boards for the top. The sides are 3 foot long, and the center board is 46 inches long. And I'll put a curve on these. So get your 3 boards cut for your top. Get your other 2x12 and rip it in half. This one's 6 foot long. That'll give me plenty of room for 3 legs and the braces that we need. Because here's the 2 pieces that are gonna go underneath those 3 to tie them together. So we got the stringers and the legs and the top. And now we have to make them look pretty before we put them together. Legs and braces are cut, surfaced on 4 sides, and the top is ready to assemble. This is about 18 foot of 2x12. So let's put it together. All right, get all your pieces cut and then lay them out on the floor. It's easiest to screw this together on the floor where you can put your knee on the material and use your weight. Strike you some lines across the front of your bench about 2 inches back so you know exactly where the board goes. And then just start from one side and work your way over, doing the front of the bench first. close as we're gonna get it. All right, we got the front down. All we need to do is put the back up. I made it shorter so your knees won't hit it. How about that? That's right where it goes. All right, we'll do it the same way. We'll start over here on the edge and work our way across. Go ahead and screw these tails in since you're gluing them. If you want them to be even, that is. That's going no go nowhere fast. Perfect fit. I realize there's no glue underneath here, but it doesn't really need it. Not with everything that we've done. We got off a little bit too, it looks like. It doesn't really matter. Because the leg's back here. Put your weight on it. This wood's so soft we don't need to countersink it. Be sure to keep your weight on it to keep them together though. There's the bench top. All right, we got the cleats on it nice and solid, and it's sitting upside down on the bench. So now we got to decide the angle on the back leg. You know, it's not really hard. Just lean it back a little bit. We're going to need a wider piece of something thicker than that. Thicker. Something about this thick. Just set it up there, lean it back, about like that. That looks good. And make your scribe mark on there. We'll match that with the and then we can transfer that angle to the legs. So let's cut this and check it. Miter box is saying 8 degrees. That'll be more than enough. We'll back it up with these on each side, and about like that. And there's your back leg. Now we got to cut those angles on the front legs. Because they're going to go right there. And then when we get the legs mounted, we'll turn it all over and cut the bottoms of them. But let's put the angles on the front legs next. Oh, the clamp's not big enough. And it's that easy. About the right angle. So they'll be screwed to the top and to the cleats. And then we'll put 45s in there too. So let's put the back one on first. It would help if we leaned it the right way, wouldn't it? Right about there, I believe. Get this even. Now we can beat that. It was 2 1/16, so just set the square to 2 1/16 and strike a line. Okay, that one goes right there, then the leg, and the next one. So we can do it like this. That's where they go. That one sits there, the leg sits there, and this one sits right there. that. Where's my other piece? These will hold it like a champ. So we got to get those screwed down. Then we'll put the leg in. Actually, we'll do one and screw the leg to it and then put the leg in. Make it about the same in, so about 2 inches in too. Whoa, that ain't very pretty, is it? So right there. Right there. That's where the end of them goes. So it goes right there. Just like that. So let's screw that one on there. Actually, we better use another. Panel adhesive on there. Use the block to determine where you got to put it. And that goes right there. That's on the line. I don't know whether I want to use 3-inch screws here or not. We'll give it a try. Something ain't right. It didn't go through. No wonder. It helps when they go through. Put a clamp on that. Well, not quite tall enough. I mean, not quite big enough. Shit. Too short. Well, like I thought, 3-inch screws suck for this. Where's bit tip holder? No, great. Let's do something a little different here. These are a lot easier to manipulate. Much better. One of them. And that's how it's gonna fit. Just like that. Out of glue. All right. That's actually starting to look pretty good. Oh man, can you believe I did that shit? Who was the first person to notice? I can't believe that. What a fucking dumbass. See what I did? Yeah. Might want to put it on the right fucking direction. Been one of those mornings. Where's the other hole at? What an idiot. All right, there's the back leg. It is nice and solid. It's not going nowhere. Let's move this stuff over so we can spin the bench around. It's getting nice and heavy. All right, let's put the legs on it. Make a mark there. You know where to put your panel adhesive. out of glue. Just enough left. No shit. All right, got the legs on. All right, the rear leg's attached well enough that we don't need to put a brace on it. It is well affixed, but the front legs need braces. So just cut a couple of them, 14, 16 inches long, and those will be perfectly fine. So let's get those installed, and then we'll turn it over and cut the legs to make it level and the correct height. All right, we got it set on its feet, and we got the front end shimmed up where it's level. And right here it's 38.5 inches tall, and it needs to be 34.5 inches tall. So I've got 4 inches of scribe down here on the bottom. You just strike the top of those scribes, and that'll take the 4 inches off you need, and the bench will turn out level and 34.5 inches tall. Then we'll do the back leg. All right, we got it leveled front to back and at the correct height. Posture is everything when you're at the bench. You have to be sitting up, not slumped forward. So the bench needs to strike you right mid-chest. So that means that the bench height compared to the stool that you're on has to be right. We got this bench at 33 inches. It fits me perfectly sitting on this 16-inch bench with a 4-inch spacer. So it fits me perfectly on a 20-inch stool, a 33-inch tall bench. And I'm 5'10". My buddy shoots off the bench, off just the bucket, which is 16 inches tall, and the 33-inch tall bench fits him perfectly with the 4-inch difference. He's 6'1". So that's the height you want. 33 inches on your bench, and then you can just vary it on your bucket and suit just about everybody. And you can carry all your sandbags and stuff in the bucket along with that spacer. So 33 inches for the correct posture. And great bench for 6 boards. 18 foot of 2x12 will make that. Simple as it can be, but correct.